What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Last week we promised you that we're gonna come with a new video where we're going to share with you questions that you need to ask each other if you are intentionally dating.
Exactly. My name is Purity.
And my name is Shadi.
And this is Honey Let's
where
Talk.
we say
when we talk,
we make it absolutely better.
Exactly. Now this channel is for us to share with you some of the tips, some of the tricks, some of the ways that you can be able to handle your relationship, and we also help you to make it better.
Exactly. And today we are going to go into 4 questions that if you are in an intentional relationship, if you don't know what kind of intentional relationship is, be sure to check our video and you will understand what you're talking about. So you have this girl that you're dating.
Yes.
And you guys are serious about it.
Very serious.
And you are thinking about marriage.
Yeah.
So what are some of the questions that you need to ask yourself? Question number 1.
So question number 1 is, why are you together? What's the purpose of the relationship? And you know, this is a question that would be something that you would unfold even as you go along in your relationship. But it's very important once you've decided, you know what, now we want to date intentionally. Try and ask or answer the question, why? And how you can actually do this is probably pray about it. Maybe see some of the similar interests that you have that bring the two of you together. Some would say, because I love this person. Some would say connection. Some would say chemistry. Some would say, you know what, because we are in the same profession and that makes us click. And that makes us know that we are together for a reason. And others would be something that God puts in the two of you, that this is exactly why you're together. So try and brainstorm together and process it together. It may be speaking to someone else, maybe someone who you trust, and just ask them, you know what, how can we get to know why we are together? And I believe that you're able to know that, because the why is very important in any relationship.
If you know the why, the how, the where will become so easy. Okay? Now you know why you are in a relationship. I know why I'm in a relationship with my wife. It's to make babies. Anyway, but
No.
But anyway, you already know why you're in a relationship with. I'm in a relationship with you
because you have to make babies with me. Like I will just
food.
Divorce you. And
I was tired cooking for myself,
you.
so I decided
food and
let me
babies.
get someone. Yeah. Okay.
You go and date. You go and marry someone else if you want food and babies.
I'm sorry.
I will chase you away.
You ain't going nowhere. Anyway, so you have found yourself a babe.
Yeah.
You're answering the question why. What is the second question you need to ask? It's the question of faith.
Yes.
Faith and belief. Okay? What does this person believe in? Do you believe actually in God? Do you believe in church?
Yeah.
Do you believe that we have to go to church every Sunday? Because when you get married now, you'll be in the same house. You'll be doing things together.
Yes.
You don't want to get married and then there's this guy who believes in church, you don't believe in church, so one of you goes to church, the other one sleeps at home. It will mess up your culture, it will mess up a lot of things. The other one is belief. What do you believe? Do you believe that as a guy, there's some people who believe that as a guy I have to be financially stable for me to get married.
Yeah.
So I'm going to date you for as long as I'm going to date you, as I save and as I work on myself to make sure that I have enough money. So I don't care about you. What I care is, do I have enough money so that I can commit myself? That's why you see people dating for 18 years, 15 years, 20 years. What are you doing? Okay? So that is belief. It's some of the belief. So it's good for you to ask. For the ladies, ask the guy. So what do you believe in when it comes to marriage? Do you believe that you have to be the one providing? There are people who believe that the guy has to have a job before they get married to them.
Yeah. Or maybe they have to be at a certain place, you know, maybe have a car, you know, or have a house.
Car. Yeah.
There are so many
Yes, that was
reasons.
us. But
I didn't have any of that.
So I decided to buy a car. So like, hey, man, it might be crazy. Anyway, so guys, make sure that you ask these questions. They are very, very important. Just get to know what somebody believes, the background of someone.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you guys do, your background in your family? Because it's important for you to know, because this is the person that you will give your life 100% to. Okay, question number 3.
Yes, so number 3 is family background, as my husband had said. This is very important. And why is that? Is because the way he's been raised is not the same way as I have been raised. And there are so many questions that you can bring out by asking your partner, how were you raised? You know, what was your family like? You know, how did you guys have meals? How did you guys live in the house together? What were some of the values or some of the things that you did as a family that you hold so dear? Because some of these things you end up carrying them into the marriage, or when you now want to get married, you realize that you're still living as you were raised. So it's important to know, okay, these are some of the things that have been core things in the family of my partner, and also these are some of the things that have been in my family. And so where are the areas of concern or tension? Where are the areas to celebrate or to appreciate both families? And that is why you have to talk about it.
Background, family background is important. It's good for you
Yes.
to have a background in your family. And when you get married, you start your new culture, you start something new for the two of you. But, as my wife is saying, there are some things that will influence you when you get married, okay?
Very.
And such things are when maybe your wife tells you, you know, I always see my dad doing this. I've always seen my dad doing this, so she expects you to
do the same. Yeah.
Or I always see my mom doing this, so I have to do this for my husband, you know, such things. And when you're dating, when you're intentional dating, it's a good opportunity for you guys to ask this question and deal with this question way before you settle and you get married. Okay, question number 4. It's a simple one. It's an easy one. It's actually not easy to do.
I think it's the hardest one.
It is actually the hardest one.
Yeah.
And this is, make sure you subscribe, guys. So the question is, what am I working on?
Yes.
That my partner needs to know. Okay, it's a question, just asking each other. So what are you working on? What are some of the things that you feel that you need to work on yourself, and you need me to support and speak into that?
Yeah.
And some things, such things might be, hey, I'm working on my faith. Okay?
Yeah.
So I need to take time with my faith. I was not a believer. I just got saved recently before I met you. Then I started dating. So I'm working on my faith so that I can be able to lead you better. Some will be questions like, I'm working on my sexual purity. Maybe I'm coming from a relationship whereby things were just, you know, up there. So... So you guys now you're cooling down, you're chilling, you're like, hey man, I don't need to get into physically again with someone else, so I'm trying to work on myself so that I can be able to engage. For some lady, maybe, I don't know what you guys are working on.
Maybe it may also be that you've been an alcoholic, or that has been something that has threatened all your relationships, and it's something that now you're working on, you know. Maybe it's something to do with your mental health. That has affected a lot of what you do, not just in your relationship, but also in your daily life. And it's good to bring this out. It may be as small as also anger or hatred, or it may be something as guilt or grief that you've gone through, you know. So these are some of the things that you have to bring to the table, so that when you're getting married, these are not things that now you're starting to tell the person that, hey, by the way, I have struggled with this and I have not told you for the past 20 or 15 years. That it's something that your partner knows, that this is a journey that I'm walking with you and praying for you and holding you accountable in that.
Yeah. And for others, maybe for guys, maybe you're coming from a place whereby you just need to know the direction of your life.
Yes.
Career-wise and this other stuff. And you don't want to commit to something before you figure that out. Please, talk about it.
Exactly.
Talk about these things. They're important. It's good for the two of you to know where you are.
Yeah.
The reason why we are hearing stories over and over in our generation whereby somebody just woke up one day and left you and got married to someone else. Yeah. Because you don't have this intentional conversation. Exactly. Just saying, hey, what are we doing? What's happening? What do you believe in? And what are you working on?
Yeah.
Because for some, you feel like you're pushed.
Yeah.
I know there are guys who feel like, hey, man, this chick is pushing me, man. She just wants us to get married. I'm not ready. You know, such things. Yeah. So whatever that thing is, be sure that you guys talk. We'd like to know, what are some of the things that from this series that has been influential, impactful? Or is there a question that you think a Christian couple that is intentionally dating should ask themselves? Be sure to leave it on the comment below. Otherwise, guys, see you in the next video where we are going to be talking about past relationships. And Purity here will be sharing with us some of our past relationships and how they have affected our marriage today. Otherwise, guys, be sure to subscribe and like this video. See you in the next video.
The next one. You.